students, I am continuing my political science theory paper, that is topic is rights, and in my previous class I came across, taught you the different, what is the definition, what are the definitions of rights by giving the particular ideas of different political thinkers, and I have given you the kinds of different rights. Let us see. Commonly, generally, the rights are classified into three categories. There are three kinds of rights. One is natural rights. Second is moral rights. First is natural rights, second is moral rights, third is called as legal rights. So, first we will discuss what is the meaning of natural rights. That is, by nature, the rights came into existence, or the human beings obtained the rights from the nature. Second, moral rights. Within this society, morally aspects are there which are admirable by both the society and individuals. Next, legal rights, meaning is lawful right. Lawful rights. So, these legal rights again divided into two parts. One is civil rights. This another is political rights. So, my dear students, legal rights are divided into two categories. One is called as the civil rights, another is called as the political rights. Let us see. Within the category of civil rights, which rights are coming across? One is right to life. Second is right to personal liberty. Right to freedom of expression. Fourth is Nine is a right to form associations tenth is right to culture, 11th, 11th right right to have family. So, the civil rights are categorized in 11 parts. First is right to life. Second is right to personal liberty. Third is right to freedom of expression. Fourth is right to freedom of religion. Fifth is right to work. Sixth is right to education. Seventh is right to property. Eighth is right to equality. Ninth is right to form associations. Tenth is right to culture. 11th is right to have family. So these are the civil rights. So political rights we will categorize. First is right to vote. Right to contest the elections. Third is right to form the political parties. Fourth is right to reject fifth is right to recall. Sixth is right to hold. Right to hold public offices. Point number 7, right to criticize the government. Point number 8, right to participate in government policy making. Policies making. 9. Right to asking questions to government from public forum point number 10 is right to enforcement of rights. Right to enforcement enforcement of rights. So political rights are divided into these categories. First is right to vote, right to contest the elections, right to form the political parties, right to reject, right to recall, right to hold public offices, right to criticize the government, right to participate in government policies making. Point number 9, right to asking questions to the government from public forum. Point number 10, right to enforcement of rights. Right to enforcement of rights. So, these are the classifications of different kinds. Let us today discuss about natural rights and moral rights. पेन है natural rights. Actually, natural rights are obtained from nature. Rights, natural rights are obtained from the nature at beginning are the so we will see these natural rights are obtained by the nature. It is, these are the inborn rights. These are the natural rights, are the inborn rights. Inborn rights of a human being. So, when an individual takes birth in a primitive age, in a primitive time, naturally he had grown up. And it is, if there is a birth, there is a life. If there is a birth, there is a life. If there is a birth, there is a life. So, if anybody borns as a human being or any animal or birds, they have the rights to survive, to maintain their life. It is natural by process. Nature has given these rights to survive, to it is given to survive. From food gathering stage to settled life. Life of human being. If nature has given us birth, nature is providing us how to lead our life, how to survive first. The basic needs of human beings or any living organism, first is food. Basic needs, food, shelter, and house. So, first is the consumption of food. How one living organism will be alive? To consumption, he must have the consumption of food to live. And fresh water and fresh air. And fresh water. Fresh, safe water. Human beings require first food along with fresh air and fresh, safe water. Second is shelter. To keep himself away from wildlife, attack of wildlife, and natural calamities. Second need of a human being was shelter. Third their organs, physical organs, how to protect, and they feel the emotional feelings of them, for which they needed clothing. So clothing was the third need of a human being. So here, to fulfill these three basic needs, human beings struggled. You may call it from survival of the fittest. At that time, wildlife was there. So, human being started his life as nomad. Human being started his life from nomad. Human being started his life from nomadic stage to stage 2, settled life, he came across survival of the fittest. Of the fittest. What is the meaning of survival of the fittest? At that time, nomadic stage, in food gathering stage, there were so many races, so many competitions among them, how to capture the foods, how to capture the animals from the forest, and how to capture the other human beings. That means mighty was a right for them. Survive, who were survived at that time? Those who were fittest, those who were too much powerful, healthy and powerful. At that time, they came across the survival of the fittest. Then this condition was changed. We will see different philosophers, they had accepted these natural rights, but law did not accept it. But different important rights were based upon this. Natural rights are not natural rights are not guaranteed by not recognized by the state. But the philosophers, especially the philosophers such as gratuitous, horse, luck, and Rousseau. They accepted natural rights, natural rights of human being, human beings with liberty, equality, rights, and property are the natural rights of man. So, the philosophers such as Gratius, Hobbes, Locke, and J.J. Rousseau, they accepted natural rights of the human beings with liberty, equality, rights, and property are the natural rights of a human being or man. The same time, they declared the social contract. These rights are obtained by human being through the social contract. They declared these natural rights as the rights of a human being, as their liberty, their equality, and properties are right of them by nature through the social contract. So, these social contractualists, they accepted human beings are equal by nature. At the same time, they told if life is there, they have to survive. To survive means they should have the property, they should have the equality, they should have the liberty. So, we will see that Locke told individuals are equal because they are born with certain inalienable natural rights. Locke declared individuals are equal They are born with certain inalienable natural rights. So, actually, they are correct. If you will see American Declaration of American Independence, the Declaration American Independence was based on the natural rights. American War of Independence in Philadelphia Conference. It was a declaration was there that the declaration of freedom was based on the natural rights of a human being. So next example, it is example 1. Example 2. That in 1948, United Nations declared human rights universal human rights human rights based on so the natural rights are the origin of civil rights. So natural rights are the origins of civil rights. So it may not it is maybe not given by the state and the government or protected by the laws. It was naturally. It was the natural process. Human being came across the gift of nature, that as a natural rights. On the basic point of natural rights, American War of Independence was fought, and in Philadelphia Conference. It was a declaration of American freedom or American independence was based on natural rights. We cannot deny it. No human being can deny it. Next, in 1900, nowadays we are shouting, oh, we need human rights, we need human rights. These human rights came from the source was that natural rights. From that natural rights, in 1948, United Nations declared the universal human rights on the basic point of natural rights. So, natural rights must not be neglected because natural rights are the sources of nowadays modern day civil rights, my dear students. So, in my next period, I will discuss with you my point of moral rights and legal rights. So, my dear student, I think today you have learnt that a classification of the rights and about the natural rights of a human being. So, my dear students, you subscribe my channel and day by day this chapter will come across you with very interesting points. So, you like it, go through it and subscribe my channel, and we will meet in our next video. Till goodbye. Jai Hind.